Hi, I have 4 children, oldest 16, youngest 7. Very successful, always been quick to get pregnant. 1 abortion. Currently trying for number 5. I'm 39, hubby is 44. I've been pregnant 7 times in 9 months. 4 back-to-back chemical pregnancies, 2-month break, another chemical, then a miscarriage at 6 weeks. Then accidentally got pregnant again and currently 5 weeks, but tests are not progressing. NHS won't do anything until they see a viable pregnancy. I'm due to see a recurring miscarriage clinic in March. I'm completely confused and overwhelmed and truly believe it can't just be bad luck. Like our consultation during the 6-week miscarriage said. Any advice? It feels like no one really knows anything. Without knowing you at all, I can almost guarantee that there's 2 issues. You have, and most likely are in adrenal fatigue, being a busy mom of 4 beautiful older children. You have lived your life the way you have, and it's worked. Nothing has seemed to be a big issue, a big red flag, until fertility issues. This is what happens to everyone eventually, whether you're in a situation where you're trying to get pregnant, or maybe it's going to be later down in life in your 50s and 60s, and you're going to get a big knock on the door from some complicated health issues saying, hey, I'm not happy, I'm in survival mode, you better wake up or life's going to get really tough for us. With fertility issues, your body is just telling you what you did in the past isn't working out for our future. Our cellular health has just been beaten down, and now I do not have enough to grow another human being. Gut health is going to be a huge factor in reoccurring miscarriage as well. The gut is the central hub of everything. Almost every single fertility diagnosis or health issue can be traced back to gut health. Most people do not have good gut health. Even people who are trying really hard, it's hard to maintain in the society that we live in. So gut health is going to be a major factor, especially if you're dealing with reoccurring miscarriages. When you're dealing with secondary fertility, and you are confident that it is not a genetic or a blood clotting issue that is causing this, it's really just down to probably egg quality. Because if you're in adrenal fatigue and you're having gut health issues, that means your whole body, because it's not separate. These little areas, they work as a system. So if this up here and this here is like, we can't do it anymore, it's gonna shut down your fertility. It's literally just going to be like, we don't have enough. Also, your egg is one of the biggest cells in your body. It does not live in your ovaries in a bulletproof glass box. It is maturing in the environment that this whole thing is going on. Most likely, there's so much inflammation that is giving you warning symptoms of normal and common health issues like we've been told, and now it's moving into fertility issues. The fertility line, you were up here, no great big issues. Life just brought you down because of cellular health, and you're down here. You're probably here. This is not perfection, and this is not health. This is just the body's ability to get and stay pregnant. So when you're dealing with reoccurring miscarriages, you're like hovering around here, right? So you have to reverse engineer what got you there in the first place. Your diet, your lifestyle, your mental and emotional health, your environmental, all those things contributed to having these issues later in life and after successful, happy, easy pregnancies. So I don't know if you know this about me, but I lived in the UK. I did all of my treatment in the UK. We went through the NHS for our first round of IVF. The doctor literally told me I could do nothing to do. None of them had a fucking clue. None of them. Sounds like they still don't. We went to a private clinic. Even the doctor in the private clinic talked me out of the immune testing because I wasn't having reoccurring miscarriages. I wasn't presenting the way they thought I was presenting. No way you could have that issue. Everything I did to have a successful IVF, to even get healthy embryos, because my egg quality was so bad at the age of 30 and before, even to get there, I had to do all of this outside of the medical system. They don't know. They're never going to tell you this stuff unless you start working with someone who looks at the body as a whole and can help you find the root cause, or tell you, show you, look, like this is where you need to hyper focus. So when you go to the reoccurring miscarriage place, practice patience, because they're probably just going to do a lot of testing that isn't going to hyper focus on your gut health, your adrenals, your mental and emotional health. Okay, so those things were affected. And I want to say this: when you are dealing with fertility issues, whether it is just seeing your period month after month after month, failed medical treatments, reoccurring miscarriages, this is so impactful on your mental and emotional and physical health that you have to give yourself extra TLC just around these issues, not on top of all the life's bullshit that got you in this place in the first place. Okay? So there are things that you can do. It is not one of those things, especially because you've had so many, but you have to wake up to the fact that your body isn't the same as it was 17 years ago, that life has just got you down a little bit, but there are things that you can do to get yourself back up. Okay, my fingers are crossed for you. You guys can reach out, get on the email list, listen to the podcast, join a program, do a discovery call. There's many, many things that you can do for yourself to get truly inspired and get on the right path. You have to consistently show up for yourself to create the evidence that you can do this. Okay?